Check one, two. Yeah, I just like making funny faces at myself, looking at myself, looking at myself, waiting for dudes to come in. Do I even bother for? People don't care about what I have to say. Just sit here and wait. My hype for the party never ends. I don't know what that is. I notice how you put it in capitals, so it's definitely a title to something. Is it a an album or what? I have no idea. I can Google it, I guess, or maybe you could just let me know. Oh, no, buddy. Um, Not really like I don't actively seek out rap and R&B and hip hop and stuff like that. Like I don't actively look for that. um there's only a few artists out there that I'll like dabble into, but I don't actively search. Might be sad to say, but I never even heard of Juice World until he passed. That's how much I wasn't in the hip hop, R&B, rap world and stuff like that, bro. It's hard for you to believe that as it is. It's true. I don't know. Because like with my life, all I would do is I'd be on my phone on YouTube, then I would just search metal albums, and then I would listen to like a few songs, and then if I liked it, I would just download it, and then I'd put on some headphones, and then I'd go outside and run for hours, and then I would come back home, and then I would just watch more YouTube and do photography stuff, and then I'd go to sleep, and then wake up and do it again. Because I just was in a different world. I wasn't in the juice world. I was in a different world. I know who he is now, obviously, not even just because he died. That's how it introduced me. But the real first song I heard with Juice World was Godzilla. And he was just in the hook, obviously. Eminem. And then I guess Lucid Dreams or something, only because like the Do played guitar or something like that, and a few other Juice World songs. But I never sat down and actually fully listened to a Juice World song or album or anything like that. I just kind of shy away from that type of music. Just doesn't do anything for me. Auto tune and just like I even tried checking out the new Post Malone song. What was it? Motley Crue or whatever. And even people that I like, Stevie Knight actually liked it. You know that reactor, because I actually watched his reaction to that song just to check it out, just to be more open minded to see why and what people like. And there's songs that he doesn't like. There's songs that Stevie Knight didn't like. And I was really shocked to hear that he liked that Post Malone song because personally I didn't. I can jump out of myself and understand the appeal to the younger generations and why they would like it. But I like stuff that actually has literal substance, stuff that has substance when it comes to the way songs are composed, not just songs that just seem like they were just crafted for the sake of being that next club banger, club hit with no real substance. Like, so to me, meaning's everything. If there's, and I don't just mean any old meaning, but like impactful meaning, not just meaning that pertains to like what people are striving after: sex, drugs, partying, clubbing. getting rich, Xannies, alcohol, all that, if it's in there and it glorifies and promotes it, I shy away from it. That's it. And I'm not going to sit there and say that every Post Malone song or Juice World song or whatever has anything to do with that. I get it. Juice World, for what I've read, because I haven't checked out his discography or anything like that at all. Um, I guess he was more upbeat. And yeah, I can see you said Juice was a young rock star for really had soul in it. I mean, I could. Juice had autotune, but it wasn't his main highlight. What's up? What's up, Addy? What's up? Eat some more chips. Oh, go downstairs. Close my door. Close my door. I cooked 4 times today. Okay. I'll be down in a bit. Bye. Juice had autotune, but it wasn't his main highlight. That dude could freestyle for hours. He never stopped. Check out his live shows too. See his rock in it. It just depends on like I could check it out, I guess. Um, why not? But it's just like I don't know. As far as me trying to be more open minded to understand things, I don't like put my life in that direction. I just like I'll listen. Juice cared so much about his fans. His music is super, and that's the thing too. So like you know his little slogan 999. That's just 666 upside down. So it's just I try to be really careful to what I will entertain. I guess you could say. It makes it super impactful. He doesn't just talk about sex, drugs. He talks about now. See, even the word "just" that word implies that well, some of his stuff is, but not all of it. He also talks about X, Y, and Z, and I don't have the energy or patience or thought process to pinpoint which ones are about that and which ones aren't. Because I thought he took me a while to get into him because I thought he was just. You see, you said just again. See, I want like even no matter what the genre is, if it's rap, hip hop, R&B, metal, rock, country. I don't listen to country, but I'm just saying it could be any genre. Why can't every single song not be about sex, drugs, whatever? Like why? And the answer is because that's what sells. And people are for the most part doing their craft and their art to make money and they have to relate to people that will pay them. And majority of them like the majority can relate to that because that's what they're striving for. See, the whole title of my stream is Prepare for Eternity. So people aren't preparing for it, at least not in a positive way. People are preparing for it in a negative way because they don't think there's anything on the other side of this life. So their strings are being pulled in fleshy ways. The same stuff that you're even admitting that other people do, just like everyone else, drugs and sex. That's why I don't even do reactions to Tom McDonald anymore or even Dax. Like I don't do those because I'm starting to see the patterns here. Like if a song is exposing evil, if a song's exposing the darkness and what goes on in this world without any cryptic messages that kind of like sprinkle truths and then also sprinkle lies, then I'm all for it. I want to be the anomaly on this planet that goes against the grain. I don't want to strive for every single element that people strive for because I want to prepare for eternity. Because this life Me, I don't matter. My flesh, my shell doesn't matter at all. If I died today, life moves on. It doesn't matter. So I want to stand for something while I'm here, even if it offends people, even if people don't like me, even if people unsubscribe, even if people don't subscribe, even if people attack me verbally or physically, even if somebody kills me, whatever. And it's not that I don't value my life, but I don't value it. I don't value living. I value my life, but I don't value being alive. There's a difference. Meaning, I won't do anything to just stay alive. Understand where you're getting at. Music is about feeling for me. Yeah, totally. Feeling, but see, I want the feeling to come from positive and truth, things that'll actually last to prepare for eternity. Bible makes it clear not to store your treasures here on earth where it can get corroded. Moths can get to it, dust can get to it, it can get water damage, it can get burned up, it can get stolen. Don't set your eyes on things below, set your eyes on things above, things that can't decay or corrode or get stolen or get water damage or moths. Can you quit?
How do you spit on me in my head?
Stay in different seats. You're on the computer, she's on the PlayStation, watch YouTube, play Roblox, whatever. I'll come down in a bit and take care of stuff. I keep cooking food all day for you guys. Don't have kids. Please don't have kids before you're ready. The world is so bad. I don't wish, like, it's ignorant to say, but I don't wish kids upon anyone in this world. The world is disgusting. No more kids for me. No. So, like, for me, a song has to. Jesus always said to everyone, you can do whatever you do in this life as long as you work hard and give it your all. You can do anything you want. I'm living. See, and that's the wrong answer to have. So that is appeasing everybody. You know, you want to be the best drug addict, go ahead. Just put your all into it. Uh you could do anything you want. See, that term want is wrong because it should be do everything you need, not everything you want. There's a lot of things in this brain that wants to do certain things. I want to do a lot of stuff, but I know that those desires are incorrect. Those desires will only lead to a downward spiral. Those desires will lead to sin. Those desires will lead to catching other people off guard and getting them off the narrow path. And I know that because I used to do those once back in the day. So things I used to do are things that, like, it pleasured the flesh, but it was pretty much destroying the spirit. Do whatever you need to do. Even the term need is vague because some people's needs, they don't understand that the needs aren't the same as wants, but they consider their need a want. Like, do what you want. Yeah, but don't do what you want. Do what you need. Because rapists want to rape people. So should they do what they want? Murderers want to murder. Should they do what they want? Thieves love to steal. Should they do what they want? So again, you can do whatever you want in this life as long as you work hard and give it your all. So those rapists are giving it their all to rape these people. These murderers are giving it their all to murder these people. These thieves are giving it their all to become clever enough to get better at stealing and to steal more valuable things. See? And then, yeah, some people will give me a counter argument and say that's not what he was referring to. Yes, but he's not even referring to what he's referring to. He's only referring. I'm only reading it at the face value. What's in that box, right? He's like him and anyone else that says do what you want. Put a little asterisk as long as it's this, that, and that, and that. I understand. I see both ways, but I feel it's how you interpret it. That's bad because your interpretation could still lead you down the wrong path. It shouldn't be about how I interpret it. It should be at face value. Because like if I'm in a movie theater and I shout fire and I get in trouble, but it should be the way they interpret it. They should know it was a joke. Interpretation isn't factual unless it's factual. Meaning if the interpretation was correct, you can misinterpret what people are saying and that can lead you down the wrong path. That's why you have to be really careful with what you just let yourself like get into and what you let yourself feed. People don't like hearing that because see again, we're all triggered by our flesh and our desires. What do you want this time? What? Not just about interpretation. It's about truth. There's only one truth. Yeah, there could be different perspectives on truth. If I have like let me see something. So like if I said like this battery's black, yes it is, but it has white on it too and some gray. So like I can, if I say it's black, majority of people say like if I'm like what color is this battery? It's black, right? And it'll be like, well, it is black, but it's also white and gray. But the masses would be like, oh well, whatever, it's just black. But if I said it's white, then I'd be considered wrong, even though there's white on it. But because there's more black, the percentage of the battery is the majority percentage of this battery is black. So if I said it's black, most people would just agree with me. But even though there's still a percentage of white on it, some gray, I can't say it. This is a gray battery. People would say I'm lying. And yeah, in reality, it doesn't matter. But the problem is now we can push it to things that matters, but not in the way people think. So like all these unlimited genders out there, just because somebody says that they're Z, X, Y, whatever gender they want to create, right? If they want to consider it that, doesn't make it true. You see? So there's no real interpretation. The fact is that dude is a dude. No matter how much he wants to call himself a woman, no matter how much he takes estrogen or some type of hormone cycle drug or whatever, he's still a man, not a woman. Even getting castrated in a sewed up fake vagina, still a man. Boob implants, still a man. Some type of surgery to like make the voice like softer, still a man. Period. So that's not interpretation. Now, even if every person in the world believes in something, doesn't automatically make it the truth. It's just everyone's believing a lie. And I know all this that I'm saying, like, it's funny how it all came to be from talking about Juice World. But that's how I roll. I can't just say one answer or one vague point. I'm gonna let it spiral in ways to make you think, to prepare for eternity. Because out of all things that this book right here says, out of all things, the main thing is to do the will of the Father up in heaven. To go out into the world and preach the gospel to all creatures. and to expect to be rejected and despised because of it. Now, I'm feeling like if the Bible wasn't real, then they wouldn't be rejecting and despising the message. That's why I believe, because the Bible says it's happening and that it's going to happen, and it is and it does. Still in F4. Hold on, put this back to F2.8. So there, now the background's blurrier. Some more light on me. Even more. There we go. Like this lighting. Pretty cool. So that's why I always just look for truth. Because blinding down the eyes. So up just a hair. It's because this world is so short. One of my other titles was this life, our life is a vapor. It's so short that in reality it doesn't even matter. Meaning like most of the things people strive for don't matter because not only can they not take it with them, regardless of if God is real or not, the fact is that people when they die they leave the stuff behind for the ones that are like alive that's close to them or whatever. Unless somebody steals it. But the fact is you don't take anything with you. Um, so chasing all this money and all this stuff and having all these options, yeah, in the mind, it's nice. It's nice to have that financial freedom. It's nice to be able to purchase something on day one. He said you can achieve your dreams and all, and even more because we are human beings. So why couldn't you achieve that as well? Achieve what? I think your thought process is really amazing and positive. Well, I appreciate that, but most people consider it negative because I am going against their fleshly desire. I'm speaking out against what they are striving for, and they don't know the message, so they consider me spreading hate. And love is love, and I'm not spreading love. I'm spreading hate, and I'm a bigot, and I just don't understand, and I'm lame, and I'm not like everyone else. I'm not living the status quo. I'm not trying to climb up the corporate ladder. Meanwhile, the truth is for those ones that are hating, misery loves company. They may not even have like the intellect to understand their free will, and they're bots. The term is a bot. They're a robot. They're a bot. So they're not even aware of their self awareness. That's dangerous because they're living on autopilot. They're letting the flesh rule every single element of their life, every single angle, every single path, to where they will speak out against truth because they don't want the reality to be shattered by the exposure of their evil nature. And then they get people just like them to yell as loud as they can so everyone else in the room will believe them and discredit me for simply stating that truth. Now, the dangerous part is the ones that were on the fence may choose the louder one in the room also because they're trying to live for flesh, and then it's like it pushes them on that side. So it's like if I said, yo, I just think you're being true to you and open as possible, but it's not to me. It's not. Because like I said, there's things that I want that I know is wrong. So am I being truthful? I'm leaving stuff out. I'm just not disclosing things because I don't want to influence people to say, well, yeah, RyanREAX has those thoughts, so I guess that's okay. No, I'm not going to do that. It's because I'm only human as well, and I struggle with temptation. I struggle with lust. I struggle with reasoning, and I struggle with sacrifice. Like, I sometimes my mind plays a trick on itself where I try to justify, well, I've been sinning for 30 years. I've been doing this. What's a little longer? The problem is that with that mindset, you'll never get out of it, and you'll die in your sin, and you'll be judged, and then you have to answer to that. And then there's no excuse on Judgment Day because God knows your heart and knows all of your choices and every single hair on the top of your head. He knows all that. And that's why I don't care to offend people. And also, that's why things don't offend me because I know one day we're all going to have to spend eternity somewhere. The issue is I was semi hypocritical because there are times where I Like, yeah, I get triggered, but I only get triggered because I'm so passionate, and I wish people would understand the truth and not give those excuses. So like when people give me excuses, it triggers me. It puts this fire. It puts this fuel in my fire where I'm just like, ah, oh, well, come on. Like, how are you this naive? How do you not see what they're doing? How do you not see the deception? So it's not true to me. It's just, it's true to God as far as what I don't like to even use the term preach because although it might sound preachy, I'm never going to be qualified to be one. Addie, go on the computer. Go, close my door. Like, I could not stand at a pulpit in a church, waving my hand around. We will always struggle with stuff like that. It's life, and we always will. Yes, the sad thing about it is it's the intentional sin, and it's when people don't even try to fix even one thing from their life. Like I quit so many things that I was doing that I knew I shouldn't have been doing, like drugs, alcohol, cigarettes, which is a drug. Anyway, anything you're addicted to is a drug. Period. Doesn't have to be pharmaceutical, doesn't have to be prescription, doesn't have to be illegal. It can be all those things. Just it's depressing because it's not even just about us individually giving in this stuff. It's the fact that since majority of the population goes towards it, you're going to lose a huge portion of your network when you decide to follow God and drop all that stuff. And I say it's an issue only because then you feel alone. You may have to sacrifice things that you do, and I don't just mean the sin, but I mean like even the good stuff you may do with that person. Like if you enjoy going out to eat with that person, but because you are changing your life and going away towards stuff, they're going to judge you because you change and you're no longer in that circle for what they strive for, so they're going to abandon you. That's what I'm saying. So I lost pretty much everybody. Everybody. For the most part. Lost my own wife, lost my own careers in certain ways. It's harder to get clients for my freelancing photography because I'm known as like the bigot in my neighborhood. I still get shoots. I still make it, but it's just not the same. And on top of that with COVID, because it's the hive mind. And we're all like that. Like if you know somebody, well if you've seen somebody before or know of somebody and you believe that I know that person and I say, "Yes, stay away from that person. He does this that, and that." Your mind's going to automatically generate this negative reference or association with that person even before speaking with, and it may even deter you from ever speaking with that person in the first place because you're going to put your trust and faith into me and take my word at face value to never give that person a chance, even though I could have just been sabotaging because I don't want you to even get yourself involved with that person because it may be a conflict of interest. So I spread a lie just to deter people from even meeting that person, even though that person never did any of the things that I was referring to get that person to stay away from this person. Be careful in life when it comes to that. Because the one that's telling you that may be actually be the one biting you in the back. Something to think about, right? This camera quality, oh my goodness. Every pore on me. Although it's the lighting that really does it. Without the light, you still kind of see the pores. But it's still the light. Let me turn it off all the way. Still see them. Screw you. Well, it's actually the light from the monitor at that point. I can overexpose myself and then you can't see any flaws. overexposed. Oh yeah. Hey. That's all people like to have their to hide everything. I can go even deeper. Hello, how are you? Into my eyes. My room's properly exposed now. Still overexposed. There, it's just the monitor light. It was a nice talk. I have to clock into work. I will definitely come back, but what we got to do is just keep our head up no matter what. All right, Aqua Shadow, as always, may the Lord Jesus Christ bless you. Have a fantastic day. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you next stream or video. Peace. What the fuck is that? Oh, I didn't mean to swear. Should get the drone in the sky. Someone's after somebody in there. Oh, that scared the heck out of me. I'm in the stream. Something happens. May the Lord Jesus Christ bless you. Have a good day.